Hi everyone, welcome to Tech Asian Academy. In this video, we're going to be talking about Bootstrap 5 nav bars and carousels. Let's proceed. So it says navigation bars. A navigation bar is a navigation header that is placed at the top of page. We have logo and links. Let's move. So it says basic nav bar. With Bootstrap 5, a navigation bar can extend or collapse depending on the screen size. A standard navigation bar is created with the .navbar class, followed by a responsive collapsing class. We have nav expand, XXL, XL, LG, medium, and small. Start the navbar vertically on larger screen, extra large screen, medium, and small screens. So to add links inside the navbar, use either an UL element or div with a class navbar nav. Then add li element with a nav item class, followed by an anchor tag element with a nav link. So this is how it works. So let's create our own example around it. So the first thing first, we're going to create a navbar here. And inside the navbar, we'll give it a class. We'll say class. Oh, we'll say class equals to navbar expand SM, and we'll give it BG, which will be light. Then after that, inside this navbar, we're going to give it a div, and inside this div, we'll give a class, which will be container fluid. Then after that, we'll give it a UL, and inside the UL, we'll call it navbar nav. Then after that, Then after that, we'll give it li, and inside the li, we'll give it class. We'll give it class nav item, and here we'll give it anchor tag. Inside the anchor tag, we'll do like this and give it class nav link. So we can duplicate all of this. Now let's check it out. So that is this about this. So also, let's move to the next part, which says vertical navbar and colored navbar. So for us to make it vertical, they say we should move anything that we have .nav expand, either small, large class, to create a navigation bar that will be vertical. So let's do that. So in this place where we have this, we can remove this and let's save it and let's check. So this is to make it vertical. Now let's move to the next part, which says we can have it in a centered navbar. Let's try it out. That is, add a justify content center class to center the navbar. Let's do that. So in this aspect, we'll firstly remove this container fluid that we have just to make it work. Yeah. Then after that, we'll come here. We'll say justify content center. This is meant to position it to the center. Then we can now include our navbar expand SM. Let's check it out. So this will make it in the center like this. So that's that. Now let's move to the next one, which says color. Use any of the BG color classes to change the background color. So we already included BG light. In case if we did not see that one, we can change it to BG sources. Now, can you see the result of this? So let's move to the next part, which next part says, giving us a tip, add a white text color to all links with the navbar dark, or use navbar light to class to add a black text color to it. So when we have navbar dark, let's go there. So we have active/disabled states. Add the .active class to the anchor tag element to highlight the current link, or the disabled class to indicate that link. If you need anything about that, we have videos that have spoken about that. Please check it out. So let's move to the next part. We have brand or logo navbar text. In the navbar brand class, is used to highlight the brand logo, project name of your page. So this is an example so far. Let's work around it. And before that, they say when using the navbar brand class with image, Bootstrap will automatically style the image to fit the navbar vertically. Then we have the navbar text, that is, use the navbar text class to vertically align any elements inside the nav that are not links. Ensure proper padding and text color. So let's come to our own example. We'll take off all of these. We'll take off all of this. Then after that, we'll come here, we'll create a nav. Then inside this nav, we'll give it a class. We'll say class navbar navbar expand SM, and we will give it BG, which will be dark. As well, we'll give it navbar dark as well. So after that, inside this navbar, we'll come here. Inside this navbar, we'll give it a div, and inside this div, we'll give it class container fluid. Then we'll give it anchor tag, and inside the we want our share, and inside the anchor tag we'll say class navbar brand, and in this place we can say logo. Then after this one, after this one, we'll give it another div. Then inside this div, we'll give it class container fluid as well. I'll give it margin top, which will be 3. Then after that, we'll give it H3, and we can say brand or logo. Okay, let's just say logo. Then we can now give it some text there. So now let's check this out with what we just did. So can you see? So this is just simple logo and brand that we just did. Let's move to the next part, which says we have collapsible nav bar. So a collapsible nav bar very often, especially with small screen, you can hide the nav link and replace them with a button that should reveal them when clicked on. So to create a collapsible nav bar, use the button class nav toggler data BS toggle collapse and so on. Then wrap the nav content link inside the div element with a class collapse nav bar collapse. So let's do something around that. So we'll come here, we can remove all of this thing that we just did. And inside the div, we'll give it a nav, and we'll call it class navbar expand SM. Then we'll give it BG dark. We'll also give it navbar dark. Then inside this navbar, we'll come here and we'll give it a div. Inside the div, we'll give this one container, yes, class container fluid. Then inside that, we're going to give it an anchor tag, and we'll give this one hash. Then we'll say navbar. Oh, then we'll give it class, and we'll say navbar brand. Then we can call this one logo. Then after that, we'll give it a button. Inside the button, it will be button class navbar toggler. Then as well, we'll give it type, which will be button. We'll give it, yes, inside there, it will be collapse. Then we'll get, next one is, we can actually say collapsible navbar. Collapsible navbar. Yes, so that is this for this. Then inside this button, we'll give it a span. And inside this span, we'll give it class. Then after that, we'll give it a UL. And inside the UL, we'll say class navbar nav. And inside the LI, we'll give it this. And now we can duplicate the LI. It's okay like this. So now let's check it out. So can you see? So if we should put it inside, let's give it F12. Okay, so now, can you see? So if we click on it, this is it. If we click on it, this is it. So this is the simple thing we just did. So that is for the collapsible navbar. I hope you understand everything I've taught you so far. Thank you for watching this video. Please do follow us across all socials at Tech Academy. See you next time. Bye.